All right, today we have Kerry Hughes again.
What's up?
Thank you,
Let's
Kerry.
start this over. I was watching you. I was watching you hit record, and I couldn't figure out. There was a lot of dead air, so I was. This will be
Yeah.
a blooper.
Today we have Kerry Hughes again. Dead silence.
Well,
So-
no, there was silence before that, and I didn't know if you'd actually started. I knew it was recording, but I didn't know if you'd actually started.
All right, so
There it is.
today's episode we have Kerry Hughes,
Hey, thanks for having me.
and we have also Patrick Means.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
So this is going to be a three-for, I guess. We call
Is
it.
this still called Chat Link?
It's still called Chat
Three-for.
Link.
Chat Link. What number is this?
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
So since we're in the Halloween spirit,
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
we're gonna
There be big booty bitches and pumpkins and witches and everything. Cheer.
that was beautiful, Patrick.
Baby.
For those who don't know, Patrick is chugging a beer like he's a baby sucking on the milk bottle.
Not a drop left, is there, Pat?
Not a drop. Look at this. Not a drop.
Empty. So we're going to talk about some horror games and films, and we'll talk about our favorite video game experiences we played together because we've been playing video games for what, 6-7 years together.
Oh shit! It's been longer than that.
Especially for you guys. I haven't played with you guys as long as you guys have played together.
So I mean, all three of us probably about 7 or so.
I say 7 to 10 years. Yeah.
So I guess we'll start off wherever wants to go first. What's your guys' favorite video game in the horror genre?
I don't have too much experience with that genre, but I did really, really extremely enjoy Dead by Daylight, also known as Dead by Chewlight, also known as, I don't remember all the names that came up for that, but Dead by Daylight, that was a really fun multiplayer game that is perfect for October and November.
Do you remember
It's
which?
a fucking awesome game.
Do you remember which killer you liked the most?
I like the chainsaw guy, the hillbilly, I think.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, that was a good
Yep.
character.
Mine
What about
was
you
the-
guys?
Mine was the doctor who had like the electronic kind of like twitch or prong device. That thing was so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling you're going to say was it the Wraith, Matt, where you have that whistle sneak up on you?
It was the Wraith or the Shape, which is the Michael Myers DLC.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But
Yeah.
on the base game, it was part of the Wraith. That was
Mhm.
part of my favorite. Any more?
My favorite horror game would probably be Silent Hill 2. I played the shit out of Silent Hill 2 back in the day. And I will tell you this too, kind of bouncing off that isn't really a horror game that has horror moments is Metal Gear Solid 3. Like that game can be terrifying at times. And even 5, like if you played 5, there are moments that kind of bring in the horror.
Yeah, the
From
intros, the prologue is pretty much just like a horror movie. You remember when you're escaping the hospital?
Yeah. And the Metal Gear Solid series kind of is like, I compare it to kind of like Cowboy Bebop, how it's almost genreless, that there's so many things that are going on at the same time. And Metal Gear Solid 3, well, Silent Hill 2 is my favorite horror classified game. But Metal Gear Solid 3 had moments in it where I was like, geez, this is pretty fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt?
Well, I think probably gonna be Outlast. That was a pretty fun game. I didn't play too much far into it because it scared the shit out of me. I remember that one time Pat and I replayed the first one, Outlast game, and Pat and I was both like, I can't play this. And then we took turns, and Pat was like, fuck it. And we just basically set the controller down.
Yeah, I didn't last like 2 minutes. I got like through the hole and I saw all those dead bodies, like by the like bookshelf or library or whatever it was. And I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm about to die. I'm about to have a legitimate heart attack and die right now. I
I,
can't do this.
I think I got to the point where the big dude shows up and he starts chasing after you. I was like, no, 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 I can't.
Yeah,
But
that game's fucking terrifying.
other than that, I guess you can consider Bloodborne horror.
My God, that
Not
was a
Oh,
not scary,
hard
but I guess
game.
you can consider horror.
yeah, Bloodborne's one of my favorite games of all time. That's so iconic, and
Yeah.
I'm oh my god, that game is so fucking good.
like every time you get caught, it's just a mini heart attack because you're pretty much like either you know how to fight your way out, unlike me, or you're dead, like me, in that game. Like I would never have beat that game if it wasn't for you guys. Like I don't even consider myself as having beat it. I think you guys beat it for me, but
Yeah,
It's a
you
good
was
game.
there. You was there.
I was there. I watched.
You're like, all right, team, let's do it.
It's like, I remember when we got to was it the dancer? We got to that part and
That guy that dances around and you got to throw knives at him, or that's what I remember. That was the
Well, the
Dancer.
dancer's in Dark Souls 3, but
oh yeah,
the
yeah, that's right. Ah, fuck.
you're
What was I
talking
thinking?
about the dude that had like the cage on his head. I can never remember his
yeah.
name.
Oh my God,
but-
he's the one. Like you guys both, we didn't beat it this time, but you guys were helping. We all were doing it, and you guys died, and I was stuck, and it looked like I was going to beat him on my own, but I think he killed me, and then I think we eventually had to go back and whoop his ass. But that guy was hard.
Yeah. Speaking of Dark Souls, I guess that can also be a subgenre of horror because like there's some elements too and some I would say kind of creepy. Wouldn't say scary, but creepy.
First flame. You must light the first flame. Do it again.
Yeah,
But,
I forgot about that. We did play that game too, us three, but I don't think we all beat it together. Like, did we? Dark Souls 3?
We did.
played it, but I don't know if we beat it.
I think we finished it. I know Pat and I finished like twice,
Mm.
Yeah.
but I think we finished with one run of you. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I know we finished it, but we never played the DLC together.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, that was a good game.
All right. So
And Bloodborne's DLC, if you ever have the chance to play the Old Hunters DLC, that DLC is probably better than the main fucking game. Like, you have Ludwig, who was like the first hunter. Dude, I'm telling you, that's one of the greatest boss battles in history. It's just to see him go from the monster and then kind of regain some of his consciousness, and he pulls out the moonlight sword. It's so fucking awesome. That I think about that bottle, like that bass that boss battle so many times.
Good
And-
It's
bat-
just because
good
how
bass
like
bottle.
impactful. A good ass bass bottle.
and not to mention the soundtrack to that fight too.
Oh, it's so good. The moment he goes in that second form and it drops that
That
the
dun,
symphony
dun,
with the
dun,
horns.
dun.
Oh, it's so good. Like you really get like pumped up to fight him, and he is like
And then you die.
10 times harder. Yeah, he's so hard in that second fight.
Remember in Kingdom Hearts when you go to Halloween Town? That's a nice fucking Halloween environment. I love that level.
Yep.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Halloween Town in Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 was kind of like the second half to A Nightmare Before Christmas almost.
Yeah, wasn't it
Mhm.
Christmas? Like, wasn't in 1 it was Halloween themed, and in 2 wasn't it Christmas themed? I never played 2.
Yeah, 2 had like you would actually go to like you would go to Christmas Town. You would open up the door that's in there, that's in the woods, and you would actually go to the Christmas world. And Oogie Boogie came back, and I'll be real with you guys, and you know me, I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1, the Nightmare Before Christmas element was so good. Kingdom Hearts 2, it was okay, but like 1 had, well, it had the classic music, it had just the Halloween theme, but also when you got to like fight Oogie Boogie, and he was like half heartless, half himself, and he was just that giant tree, and you would climb up and you would fight like the spores that were on his body. That was so fucking good. I love that.
And remember the part with the like you're fighting him on the roulette table.
Yep.
Like the thing that's spinning around.
Oh, matey. he would throw the fucking dice down, and you're like, fuck.
Now I know we talked about this on the episode that you and I were recording, but didn't you say you played the Resident Evil games on PlayStation 1, Kerry?
I started to play Resident Evil 1 and the control. I got the old version, like the old remastered. It was still the PlayStation version, but it was just remastered. And the controls were so hard to get around that I gave up. Not permanently. I just gave up and haven't revisited it. But I like the cutscene at the start of the game. That was cool.
All right, so I guess we move on to the second topic.
Did you guys ever play Resident Evil 2, like the remake of Resident Evil 2, or did you play like Resident Evil 3, the remake of it? Resident Evil 2, that remake for Resident Evil 2 was so fucking good. That was so good. I haven't played the remake of 3 yet, but the remake of 2 was so fucking good. And that's it. I'm done.
I need to get into those games. I've been wanting to a long time.
I would recommend Resident Evil 4 for your first one. Pat?
Yeah, I have that one. I played a little bit of that one since that's the most seems to be the most popular.
Well, it's not the. I mean, it is most.
Or it
popular.
was for a while back when I did. Or what?
It's probably the least buggy for the
Really?
first games. I mean, there's some bugs, but the controllers, it's on point.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. I'd kind of recommend Resident Evil 2, the remake of it. That was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like it captivated the experience of and that, if you want to know the truth, I had Resident Evil 2 for the Nintendo 64 and was so fucking terrified to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just remember playing as Leon, trying to get through to the police station when I was a kid, and was so fucking terrified.
But yeah.
Like,
Let's not mention our boy Leon, who basically he was late for his first day on the job as a police officer. Comes into fucking Raccoon City, and there's a fucking zombie horde. That's a shitty ass fucking day.
Yeah, he had a rough start.
But all right, so I guess we move on to our next topic, and it's kind of derails from the channel, but it's films. So what's your guys' favorite horror films?
We mentioned it earlier. I really like Nightmare Before Christmas, Corpse Bride. Actual horror movies, I really like House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I'd say those are some of mine. What about you guys?
That's a good one.
Well, my go ahead, Pat.
No, go ahead, buddy.
You go ahead.
Well, go ahead if you're going to talk over me. Just fuck you then.
Well, fuck me. Who wants to go?
You are the guest on this show. So.
Well, I appreciate the high honors. I do. Favorite horror movie was. I still have to go with the original Alien. I know that like it is considered horror and science fiction, but the essence of having a creature kind of feed off you, burst out from you, that's terrifying to me, because that's death itself. Like, it feeds off you and then it grows into something, and even then the thing it grows into at the beginning, the chest burster, is only a fraction of what the actual creature is.
Yep.
And then when you see the alien, you're like, this is terror incarnate. This is an alien species. So the first original Alien film is probably my favorite horror film to date.
Okay.
I hate to admit that I haven't seen it.
You need to watch it.
I know about the chest scene.
It's so good.
I thought I saw Sigourney Weaver, but it turns out it was just a dead horse. All right, Matt, what about you?
I wouldn't say my favorite, but my top three, in any order, be Alien, Patrick mentioned, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street. I was about to say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Speaking of Halloween, did you see the Rob Zombie remakes 1 and 2? What'd you think? Because a lot of people hate those, but I thought they were actually pretty good.
It was good in a sense that it was revisioned, but if you're comparing to John Carpenter, yeah.
Dig through the ditches
Yeah.
and burn through the witches.
I hate to admit this too, but I've only seen bits and pieces of the original Halloweens.
Carrie.
So
I'm
So,
gonna give you my movie collection.
I can't find it anywhere. I was gonna buy them all, and I can't. No
Oh.
drops left, are there, Patrick? Again,
How many does that make you, Patrick?
Not at all.
I saw drops.
That's oh, I got it on my face. That's a total of 8 of the. Well, how many ounces are in these bastards?
Well, while as Patrick is trying to figure this out, I like to point out this podcast does not condone to alcohol, but if you're-
16 fluid ounces. So that's 8 of these bad boys so far.
if you're ever on the show and you're watching the show, grab a beer or two, Patrick.
104 ounces.
Okay, Matt.
104.
So can people watch this?
Yes, it's on.
Oh,
YouTube.
I didn't know. I meant like video and audio.
Well, not video.
Oh, okay.
I haven't got to that point.
Okay. Well, that's what I thought. I thought it was just we were recording audio. I didn't know we were recording video.
They would just see me as a fat ass eating a whole bunch of fucking Halloween candy and drinking beer at the same time.
and then doing
That-
this.
Honestly, if you do that on Twitch or anything, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of viewers, and that's all you do. You don't even talk or anything. You just drink and eat.
just drink Bud Light and eat Halloween candy, and I'm like, sub to the fucking channel. I'm mediocre at video games. Watch this shit. Here I am, not a drop fucking left, boys. So there we go.
All right. So, getting to that point of this video, we can just make some. What the hell are you doing, Patrick? What, Kerry?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Who,
So-
me or
Can I
Kerry?
mention a book that's really good to read around Halloween?
I guess we can include literature.
Hey, but come on. We can include books because this man's books has been made into plenty of horror movies. I recently read Carrie by Stephen King. That's a really good Halloween book to read.
I guess we can include written words in this segment.
What were you going to say, Matt?
Huh?
What were you going to say?
I was just going to get to the end of this episode.
Let's talk about one of the late great authors of horror that I love dearly, and and that's H.P. Lovecraft. I don't agree with his political stances or
That shouldn't matter. Fuck it.
That's it. That's how I feel. It's like his work itself is so fucking good. Like I recently reread Reanimator, and that is one of the most terrifying stories you can read.
Uh-huh.
That how it deals with Miskatonic University, how it deals with kind of just what the main character goes throughout the journey of him trying to reanimate life to make life not end in essence. And it's so fucking good. It is so fucking good.
I need to read more of him.
Now, I already talked to Kerry about this, but speaking of Stephen King, I think the first ever Stephen King book I read was Pet Sematary. I think that's was the first Stephen King book I actually read all the way through.
Um,
I thought he was going to open that beer bottle for your nipple.
how would he do that?
I don't know, Patrick.
Destructible nipple. Just flop it on my titty and
What if
go
that
with
wasn't?
it.
What if that wasn't an acceptable thing, and you just go to a bar and you'd see people put the bottle under their shirt, like it's nothing.
Maybe I should have recorded this video. Okay, so let's get.
Matt, Halloween's about fun, so this episode's all over the place, but it's been fun, so I think it's an appropriate Halloween episode.
Absolutely.
It's been fun. I think next episode we should do on exactly Halloween, which is that Saturday, and we should just fucking wear costumes and record it. And just have fun, drink.
Have fun, drink, wear costumes. We're socially distancing. We're doing our best to reduce the spread of a virus. But man, we got our props, don't we?
We got our props. What is that? Is that a dragon skull?
Yeah, it is. It also lights up, so it's like, yeah. I have this in my office here. Just Hannah got it for me, so I keep it. I keep it in the office.
Okay. So let's get to the end here. I like to, talk about our favorite moments together playing video games. I know we have some stories to tell. So, Kerry, do you remember anything?
You guys better tell one first, and that's gonna make me remember a lot because I can't. I'm having trouble remembering. Like, let's narrow it down to a game. What games do we play the most together?
Monopoly.
Well, a lot of. Okay, well, that's my favorite story then. Beyond the buried, beyond the buried. You guys remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
I remember that. I also remember Matt's like, ah, shit, my money's low, and we like coined the phrase "money's low" for the longest time. Like that was our Monster Hunter tag.
There's also
MONIESLO, the Money's Low clan.
there's
or
also
gang.
the Red Dead Redemption 2 gang.
Yep.
So do you
That's a
want to
good game. I need to replay that. What?
you want to explain the Beyond the Buried?
Yeah. So there was this, and if you have, it's actually really fun. Monopoly Online. It's pretty much just what it sounds like, but you have to barter with people. And this guy tried to barter with every one of us. And remember, every time he tried to trade or buy something off of us, his only price was 666. Even if you tried to give him a better deal than 666. So, for example, if you tried to buy something, make the price 700. He would, like, even if it didn't work out in his favor, he'd be like, fuck it, 666. And that was his name, Beyond the Buried. And so that whole night and probably the rest of that year, we would just go beyond the buried, beyond the buried,
Beyond the buried.
for pretty much no reason. That's my favorite, one of my favorite stories. You guys? Matt, what's your favorite?
Ooh. I think I'm going to actually come think about it's actually pretty hard because we play so many games.
We used to do GTA. Remember we would do the Tron? That was really, had a lot of fun on that.
Oh, that was so fucking fun. The
Also-
Tron maps were so fucking good.
Yeah.
Well, I remember Patrick. He kept on fucking me over with the light trail.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember that.
I remember when we were playing like GTA 5, I'd be like, welcome to my crib, everybody. And I'd show you around. I'm like, this is where I drink alcohol. This is where I do bong rips. Like,
Also-
just proceed.
I also remember you made your character look like Childish Gambino.
Oh,
yeah,
I
dude.
forgot all about that.
That was so like when he did the This Is America video, I definitely made my my character look just like Childish
He had
Gambino.
white pants, no shoes, no shirt.
Big afro. Like I was just so into that. I was like, hell yeah.
So Pat, do you got any stories?
Video game wise,
Yep.
well, there was that recent Destiny story with you and I that we were playing, and that was really fucking fun. I'll let you take that one over. So that was really, really, really fun.
Well, which one? The one we were doing the Primeval or the Haunted Forest?
Primeval, without a doubt.
Okay, then I'll tell the Haunted Forest because I thought it was really funny too. So everybody who don't know what Primeval or Gambit Prime is on Destiny, it's basically a PvE PvP, and you're a squad of 4. And the objective is to kill as many enemies and deposit what they call motes. It's the items that's left behind from the enemies, and this is the PvE section. And once you deposit all the motes, basically it summons a Primeval, which is a big ass boss. Anyway, Pat and I and our 3 out of 4 teammate we're just laying rounds of gunfire onto this Primeval. Then all of a sudden we see our other teammate running across the map. He's like, I'm going to fuck this guy up like so hard. He's about to launch his ultimate attack. He gets freaking bitch slapped by the boss across the map where he came from.
Yeah.
Like right as he launched his super, he wasted a super. He wasted any potential to redeem himself. And as he was jumping in, he was like, I got this, boys, as he was jumping in. That primeval fucking punched him. It just sent his fucking carcass just way across the map. That was the funniest fucking thing.
I don't think Destiny 2 has ragdoll effects, but I saw a ragdoll effect.
Oh, they do. Yeah, he pretty much just flew across the fucking map.
So that's that story. Another Destiny story was that we were playing the Haunted Forest, and which is a random generated dungeon crawl for Halloween in Destiny. And we got to this point where we got to the next level, and all of a sudden go around the corner. I'm a little bit ahead of Patrick, and then Patrick comes up behind me and moves slightly forward in front of me. We turn the corner, and we see these suicide bomber aliens, like a horde of them, come around the corner. I'm with my machine gun. I'm laying suppressive fire, and they're exploding everywhere. Patrick's still in front of me. I'm like, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up.
Like he's screaming, like in his mind, you can hear like how tense he was. He's like, "Back the fuck up! Back the fuck up!" He was just screaming it, shooting him with his machine gun. It was so fucking funny.
No one died.
Yeah, no death.
Any more
That
stories?
sounds fun. I like to play that with you guys. Sounds fun.
Anytime.
I can't think of any more stories. I know there's.
Now there's tons of handfuls of full, but can't think of any either.
How many new Funko Pops you got behind you there, Matt? What's the deal with that? I see a shit ton of Dragon Ball Funkos. Do you have like Khalifa or any of those yet?
That's for a later episode.